Hello, everybody. This is Carl White, and we'll let everybody get signed on here. What I'm going to show you today is a solution to a problem, that I think a lot of you don't even know that you had, but it's absolutely positively costing you business. And this is a great solution to it. I've got on the phone with me Mike Barta from Ontario, Canada. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great, Carl. How are you?
I'm doing good. Make sure we can hear you kind of bark into that phone a little bit. So, Mike, you guys have come up with a very, very clever solution to a problem that I think a lot of loan officers didn't even know they had. Let's talk about the problem first.
Well, the problem, Carl, has always been handing out your business card and having that person actually use it or keep it or know where it is.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, because I don't know about you, but like when we go to open houses or I go to a real estate agent mixer and meet agents, I mean, let's face it, likely I'm not the only loan officer they talk to that day. So how can we set ourselves apart? And even if they do keep our card, it's like it gets buried in with everybody else. So what can we do to set ourselves apart? I mean, that's always the $1 million question. What can we do to set ourselves apart?
Well, let's put our business card right on their phone.
So what you guys have done is you've made it easy for our referral partners to refer us. Is that kind of sum it up?
Absolutely. We have created an application where your business card goes right on their smartphone. And they carry it with them all the time. They may not carry your business card or their list.
Their Rolodex.
Rolodex. Business card holder. They may need you and your business card sitting in their desk drawer.
So I think it's, everybody knows. I mean, I don't know about you, but like when I'm going to the store, I don't care if I'm going to 7-Eleven that's like 2 blocks away. If I forgot my smartphone, I go back and get it. So
absolutely, everybody carries their phone with them.
Yeah. So can we all agree that the key is to how do you get your phone number in their smartphone? I mean, that's the name of the game. So it's not about somebody putting your business card like in their shirt pocket, because we all know that's going to end up on the dresser and the cleaning lady's going to end up throwing it away when they get home. It's how to get yourself into their smartphone.
Even if they take the time and they put in your name and put in your phone number into their address book, 2 months down the road, they may not remember your name, and they're looking at their address book going, well, who's Carl White?
Yeah.
What we've created is an application that they're going to use in their day-to-day business. We've tried to come up with a solution to give them a business card they're going to use. And by doing that, we created a suite of mortgage calculators. Something every referral partner needs in their day-to-day business. And in order to get to that mortgage calculator, they have to see your business card. So every time they open up the mortgage calculator, a flash of your business card comes up with your picture, your company logo, and all your contact information on it. Then it goes to the mortgage calculators. We did a panel, and every referral source told us they would use this even if it was only to calculate a mortgage payment. Many times their client wants to know, what's the bottom line? Give me a mortgage payment. What's that going to cost me? Referral partners, even loans officers anymore, without their laptop, they're lost. So we've created this application where your referral source can instantly calculate that mortgage payment. But by doing so, they're reminded who gave them that application every time they open it.
So what happens is me as a loan officer, I get this app that I can give away.
Yes.
And when I give away this app and they put it in their smartphone, it's a mortgage calculator. Or it's also my business card. So if my business card comes up, and then if they want a mortgage calculator, then they click a button and opens up the mortgage calculator. Now, I can see there's 4 panels on here. What are these 4 panels?
Well, the first one is a monthly payment calculator.
Okay.
So they can go in and simply input the mortgage amount, the interest rate, amortization, it's a 15, it's a 30, and calculate a mortgage payment.
Okay.
Below that
Yeah.
is a section 4, and Carl, I think we both agree, is about down the middle. Some loans officers want to advertise their interest rates, others don't.
Yes.
We have created the ability, if you want to post your interest rates, you can. If you don't, it'll simply come up, please contact me for my interest rates.
Gotcha.
Top right
Yes.
is what we call a home affordability calculator, and that is a pre-qualification calculator. So a referral source can punch in a borrower's income, his debts, taxes, and get a rough estimate on what that borrower would qualify for.
Okay.
Now, what's really unique and neat about that is the results can now be emailed to that borrower right from the app. Click on Email Client, and those results are sent out to that borrower. And it states, based on the information you provided, you qualify for an estimated mortgage of X.
Okay.
It also clarifies that this is not a pre-approval, and we recommend you contact the mortgage professional listed below to obtain a formal pre-approval and secure an interest rate. And at the bottom of that email, Carl,
Yes.
it's got the loan professional, the loans officer, mortgage professional, mortgage broker, whoever you are, it's got all your contact information. It's your picture, your email address, and your phone numbers.
So when this thing sends out email to the person who just did we did the home affordability thing,
Right.
does it send it out through does that email get sent out through your server, or does it get sent out from my own email?
It gets sent out from our server.
Perfect.
But in addition, you will be notified that that particular referral source has sent out a pre-qualification to one of his clients.
Very cool.
So that gives you the option now to pick up the phone, call that referral source, and say, hey, I understand you did a pre-qualification. Is this a client maybe I should be calling?
Very cool. So I get notified every time every time somebody uses this app, I get notified.
Anytime somebody emails out that the results of a pre-qualification, you get a notification that that person has sent one out.
Now, is this something that not just to my referral partners I would give this app to? On this app, when we started this call, I was thinking that this is an app that I want on my referral partners' smartphones. But it sounds like this is also something that I could put on the smartphone of anybody that I talk to. Like if somebody comes into my office for a pre-approval, we can put this app on their smartphone so that as they're looking for houses, whether it takes them 1 month or 1 year, my information and my contact information is on their smartphone all the time. So this doesn't go just to the referral partner. This would actually go to my consumer database too. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Anybody with a smartphone that will download it, you can give it to, and it's no additional cost.
Okay.
So we've got people they're doing home buyer seminars, and people are walking out with their personal app on their phone. We've got others that are sending it out to their whole database. Why not give your past clients your new business card? And what's really unique about this, Carl, if you change companies, so you decide I'm not working for this particular mortgage operation anymore. I'm going from ABC to XYZ. You go in, change your contact information. Everybody who's downloaded your app has your new contact information.
Very cool. So if I change companies, I just go in there and change my contact information. It's automatically updated in all their smartphones. It's pushed to them.
It's pushed to them. The next time they open up that application,
there's my new
it
information.
tells them where Carl White is now working.
Very clever. And on the rate thing, and we talked about that before. I called the call a little bit. If I want my rates published, it'll publish my rates. If I don't, when they click on that box, it'll just say, call the office today to get our to get quoted on what today's rates are running.
Exactly.
Now
it'll come up saying, please contact me for my best interest rates, and they can dial you straight from the application or email you from the application.
So this app, they push a button and they email to me, and they call me right from this app also.
Exactly.
Now, how do I get my email? How do I get my rates put in this thing? Like, how do I do that on a daily basis if I wanted it there?
You go to our website and you log in. You're given your own login access and password, and you simply go in to update interest rates, put in your interest rates, back out of the system, and the next time somebody activates the application, it pushes all the new interest rates to them.
Very clever. So we're not going to, today's call here, we're not going to debate the issue of should you show your rates or should you not, because frankly, I know some top producers that publish their rates, and I know top producers that don't publish their rates.
We've accommodated both.
Yeah, I tend to fall into the don't publish, but I've got some of my friends, frankly, that have spanked me in my origination business that do publish their rates. So we'll let you make your own decision upon that. And again, I can change that on a daily basis too if I wanted to. Is that right, Mike?
You can change it on an hourly basis, Carl.
Okay. And then this last slide here, this last picture here, this is where we can email the results of the mortgage calculator straight to our database. That's what this picture is right here. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. Mike, we're getting a question coming in, and I knew this was going to come in because I thought of the same thing. What if I put this app on a real estate agent that says, Carl, I don't want to do the mortgage calculator. I want you to do that with the client for me. I sell houses, you do mortgages. So I know some agents want to be in control of this, some not. How do you address that?
Well, Carl, by opening the application, they can stop at the business card or the contact information and dial you direct and hand you over to the customer.
Gotcha.
You got to keep in mind that what we're providing is a calculator, and a calculator is conditioned that this is an estimated result. We're driving that phone call back to the loans officer, and the email being sent out is driving that client to pick up the phone and call the loans officer.
Gotcha. If my agent wants for me to do the mortgage calculation with a client, they just open the app, there's my phone number, they click on it, it calls me, hand the phone over. If they're the ones that wants to kind of, some of them like to do more of this stuff than others. If I'm talking to somebody that wants to be able to, just real quick on the fly on a Sunday morning when maybe I'm in church or something like that and I'm not available, they could do this on the fly. So they give them the choice either way. So
That's correct.
I like it. And again, I would follow up every time this is emailed to one of to somebody. I would certainly follow that up by saying, "Hey, this is Carl, and I understand you met with Realtor Susan." So when this thing sends out an email, it tells me which referral partner's smartphone sent that out to that person. Is that correct?
That's correct. It doesn't give you the information of the client. So what it does is it lets you know that that particular referral source has sent out a pre-qualification. It gives you the opportunity to pick up the phone and call that referral source.
Got it.
So the key to this is it's your electronic business card with all your contact info, logo, and photo that can be changed as it changes for you. So it's not an electronic app that you have to buy again if you decide to change employers. It allows you to put your most up-to-date and best rates on the application as they change. It allows the referral source to calculate a mortgage payment and do that affordability calculators that we've touched on. It also allows your referral sources to send out a personalized mortgage pre-qualification certificate with both you and your referral source's contact information.
So
I felt that was very important.
So this is co-branded then. I can co-brand it with my referral partner.
Absolutely.
Very slick.
And it's quick and easy access to you by phone or email. They don't have to now look. What's Carl's email address or what's Carl's phone number? They know they have this sitting on an application. All they have to do is go in there, bang, they can contact you immediately.
Okay, now I can see the different phones down here. So it's currently available for the iPhone, the BlackBerry, and also the Android is also covered on this too. Is that correct?
That's correct, Carl.
All ready to go.
Going forward, any more applications or operating systems that come out, we will add them to the system if they've become an important smartphone. Like that.
Now, me as the loan officer, I don't have to have any phone at all. So this is not necessarily which phone that I have. This is what phones the app can be installed on as far as my referral partners, correct?
That's correct. You could have an old-time cell phone with no smartphone capabilities at all and still have your own personal app. It's their phone, just your referral sources' phones, your database's phones that you want that app on, not necessarily your own personal phone.
Now, before we go into the benefits of doing this, Mike, and I know we've covered some of that already, how do I get this, so I now have this app. How do I pass this app out to my referral partners for them to put in their phone? How's that done?
We provide a download link and an activation code. That download link can be emailed to your database. It could be added to your website. It could be in your signature of your email, or in your email signature. Everybody is given an individual activation code, which is a personal activation code for that loans officer. So when that activation code is inputted, and it's important to say the app will not work without an activation code. So somebody can't download this app and not have a loans officer's information in there. So they must put the activation code in. That activation code is personalized down to that particular loans officer. Once it's put in, it uploads all of the contact information for that loans officer. So it's sent out with a link that recognizes which phone is downloading it. And again, it can be done by email. It can be done through your Facebook account. It could be done through your Twitter account, through your email signature. Any way that you can send a link, people can download this application.
You know what would be a clever little thing? You just said something that just caught my ear. Let me tell you something. Let me just run this past you. And again, this is just off the fly here. What if you ran an ad on Facebook, not just posting it to your regular page, because obviously you'd post this to your page, your fan page, your personal page, everywhere on Facebook, Twitter, the same thing. But, as far as running a Facebook ads, I love running Facebook ads. I've done very well on the Facebook ads. In a secret way to, the problem with Facebook ads, you go, I only want it seen by people that's getting ready to buy a house, though. How do you do that? Well, number one, you could do a Facebook ad straight to real estate agents, and it's only seen by real estate agents in your town or in your state. The other thing you could do is you could run a Facebook ad that's seen by people that are engaged to be married, because those people are likely to be buying a house in the next near future. So Facebook allows you to target the agents only, and they also allow you to target people that are engaged, and you can narrow it down that it's in your city, in your state, just by clicking a button.
Brilliant.
I think that would convert.
I think it would as well.
Very interesting.
Carl, it's brilliant. I never thought of it, and that's what makes you the marketing animal.
Well, I appreciate that. All right, let's talk about the benefits here a little bit. And you know what? I think we'll add that on as a bonus, Mike, that anybody wants to get this app. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's make it that maybe I'll record a little thing about how to place those ads and maybe a couple sample ads to use, and we can throw that on as a bonus that anybody on today's call, that they decide to do this, we'll give them those bonuses. So let's talk about the benefits here, Mike. I'll let you take the slide.
Well, Carl, the benefits is obviously we want to generate more business from our referral partners. We also want to get new referral partners. And what better way to start a conversation with somebody you've never done business with than offering technology, cutting-edge technology that's going to help them in their business. And when I first developed this, that's what was in my mind. How do I get onto those people? I'm already getting business from my referral partners, and this is a great add-on value to them. But I want to get on the phone of that referral partner that's never used me before. Yeah. And we think this is a great tool to get onto that new referral partner. Somebody else's referral partner, I want to put my application on his phone or her phone.
So you're like a lion roaming around and marking your territory, so to speak.
Well, absolutely. And we all know in this business how important it is to be available to that referral partner, even if he's not your referral partner right now.
Yeah. There's
going to come a day that his loan officer is not going to be available or cannot do that particular deal, and he's looking for somebody else because he's not letting go of this transaction. You want to be that guy or girl he calls.
Yeah.
And if you're on that referral partner's phone with that application that he's been using and sees your picture every time he goes to calculate a mortgage payment, you're going to be the next call he makes.
Yeah. The other thing I like about this, Mike, is a lot of people just like to use the newest technology to do things. And that alone, just that one simple thing, showing that you're on the cutting edge of things, will absolutely set you apart. And like you say here, it's direct and quick, easy access to you. They got the calculator at their fingertips. It's personalized, co-branded. I mean, I really like this thing, and I can decide whether to show my rates or not show my rates. Mike, or do you have other people? I know this is a brand new thing that you just got out. How's it working out for the other people that's using it?
They're loving it, Carl. We're changing the way of, when asked, do you have a business card? We're changing the way loans officers are answering that. Absolutely, let me send it to you to add to your cell phone, to your smartphone. Again, less than the cost of a website. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
They're saying it's slick, cutting edge, great idea, creative way to introduce myself to new referral partners, and they want their app on the phone before the next guy gets it there.
Yeah. You know, Mike, I really, really, really like this thing. I think what this does is, like, when we're handing a business card to somebody, it's like handing somebody an album, and it's an iPod generation. You know what I'm saying? This kind of speaks today's language, everybody. You had me at hello. What do I need to do to go get this thing?
Carl, we need everybody to go to WBCmobileapp.com. You will find more information on the site and a sign up today button. Click on it and get your own app.
I really like this. I think, this is going to be one of those instances of writing small checks to cash big ones. It's just a really cool way to be in front of people. And if you just have just one or two people start referring to you because you're so much easier, I mean, honestly, if I just get one agent referring me one deal a month because of this, I just added 12 loans for the year. And I'm convinced that if you put yourself in front of people with this app on like a daily basis, I really think this one simple thing can really and truly make your phone ring. Instead of you making phone calls out, getting phone calls in. So I really like this thing. And Mike, let's do this. I'm going to give that bonus away of I'm going to show you how to do the ads. I'll give some sample ads, and I'll walk you through a little, like a 5-10 minute video, step by step, showing you exactly how to place one of those Facebook ads. One that'll target real estate agents, and one that'll target the people that are just getting ready to get married, people that are engaged. But let's do this. I don't want everybody running those Facebook ads because it might kind of water it down a little bit. So let's say what the next 30 minutes, everybody that invests in this between now and the top of the hour, we'll make the top of the hour the cutoff point that they'll get that. Is that okay?
That's great, Carl.
Okay, sounds good. So that's what we're going to do, and we'll do that as a nothing, just a kind of a cool little bonus. So, Mike, people that do this, that take action today, what's going to physically happen next? Like, I'm going to go to WBCmobileapp.com, and I'm going to get started today. What happens physically next? Do I get an email? Does somebody call me? How does this work out?
Carl, they're going to go into our sign-up. They're going to put in all their information, upload their photo and logo, and within 30 minutes, the app will be approved and ready for download. And they can send it out, start sending it out to their database, the referral sources, within a half hour of signing up.
Very cool.
They'll receive a welcome letter that will walk them through the whole process. It's a very simple process. You don't need to have any programming. We've made it very simple for the simplest process possible.
But, Mike, let's say I do need a little help with this. How do I get help with this?
Carl, there's a contact section on our website with an email address to our support desk. Send a simple email or a phone call, and our support desk will help you out immediately.
Very cool. Now, Mike, what would you expect to happen? Like, I get this app, and I make a point to start actually doing it and putting it to use. What would happen next in my business?
I think what's going to happen immediately, Carl, is word's going to get around the street that you're cutting edge. And people are going to hand this app out to other people, which, by the way, we never touched on, Carl, and I'd like to touch just quickly. Anybody who downloads your app, you can track on our website. So if somebody downloaded it from your Facebook page, you get their email address, so you know who's downloaded that app. And it becomes viral. This application gets handed out. People, your referral source loves it. He sends it to other people in his office, and all of a sudden, what's going to happen? Your phone's going to start ringing.
Dude, that's pretty cool. I love that. I didn't think about that. So every time somebody downloads my app, I'm notified. I get their email address. Start building my database and incorporate my other marketing pieces like my video marketing and whatnot. It's a great way to build a list.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Now, Mike, what would you say to the guy today that's not doing this? They looked at this and say, hey, it's kind of cool and everything, but, I'm not quite sold on the fact of writing small checks to cash big ones, which I'm personally a fan to. What would you say to the person that is deciding not to invest in their business today?
Your competition's going to, and their app is going to be on your referral source's phone.
That brings up a good question. You get somebody like me that's going to go out, and I'm a fast implementer, and I go out and just really canvas my area really quick. If I contact an office and have them have my app on their smartphone, can somebody else come behind me and override theirs on top of mine?
The only way they're going to be able to do that is they're going to have to delete the application and start the process all over again.
Which they're unlikely to do. So this is like a first come, first serve type thing.
Absolutely. You want to be the first one to put your app on their phone.
Mike, what would you say to the fence sitter? Somebody's sitting on the fence. They say, I'm thinking about it, and I'd like to get the app. I'd like to be in front of their face. I'd like their cell phone, which they nail to their hip. I'd like to have my information on there. I'd like to get Carl's free cool bonus on how to do the ads on Facebook and whatnot. But I'm sensing a hesitation. What would you say to that person?
Time is money. The sooner you do it, the sooner you're going to make more money.
Yeah, I found one of the secrets to wealth is to eliminate the time between good idea and implementation. And if I can eliminate that time frame, the delay between good idea and implementation, it's amazing what happens in just light speed. So, Mike, I really love this thing. There's not that much more to say about this because it's such a simple idea, and the fact of being in front of everybody everywhere they go and always being on their cell phone, but doing it in a very cool way. Dude, this is outstanding. I'm amazed that somebody else is not doing this yet. This is absolutely one of the coolest little phone apps. So just a killer idea. Anything else you want to say to us in closing, Mike?
Get your personal app before your competition puts it on your referral source and you start losing business instead of making business.
Yeah, I like this. So again, go to WBCmobileapp.com. Go check it out. I really like this thing. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing this today. It's a little product demonstration. I tell you, I get a lot of stuff across my desk, probably 2-3 ideas a day come across my desk. And about once a week, I see something that really catches my eye. And, dude, the simplicity of what you put together, the effectiveness of it, and frankly, solving a problem I didn't even know I had. I absolutely love this. So appreciate you showing it to us today, Mike.
Thanks, Carl, for allowing me to bring this to you.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you spending a little time with us today. We understand that your time is the most valuable thing you can honor us with, and hope we brought something of value here today. So thanks again. Go to WBCmobileapp.com. Do it in the next 30 minutes here up to the top of the hour, and you'll get my bonuses of how to run the Facebook ads with the samples. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the web.